Hey there, Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Wednesday, February 8th. Time is going by so fast. Today, the moon is still in Virgo. This is our third day of looking at and thinking about a Virgo moon. Yesterday, I was also sharing with you what it means that the moon is gibbous, a waning gibbous moon moving from full to third quarter, and what that looks like in terms of the cycle and how we're processing information and processing what was illuminated and integrating and implementing what came to light during the full moon. So today we're continuing on our theme of a moon in Virgo, looking at 3 ways to build resilience during a Virgo moon that I'm going to be sharing with you. And I also want to mention that as we head into the Libra moon later tonight, early tomorrow morning, we're going to be shifting from Virgo into Libra, where we have that Libran theme of how we work together with others, collaboration, partnership, aka relationship. And so whether that is your romantic relationships or friend relationships, work relationships, all kinds of different ways that we work together with others and how to be most effective in those relationships. We are looking at not only a moon going into Libra, but while the moon is in Libra, we're going to be having a Mercury transit of Pluto. And so what that means is that in the sky, the planet Mercury, which is a planet of communication and problem solving, how we think, how our minds work, Mercury is going to be passing by Pluto in the sky, and Pluto is in late Capricorn. Pluto is the planet that moves so slowly that from its perspective, it's just hanging out there, and Mercury is just passing by, waving as it goes. And so as those two energies come together, we have the energy of communication coming together with Pluto, which brings the energy of truth and power and depth and accessing transformation. So how does that come together with communication? It asks us to take our communication to deeper levels as we consider what does it look like to share, to express our truth, to put that into words, to deepen communication, to build trust and honesty in our communication. So we're going to be looking more at that, but just wanted to give you a heads up that that is coming, and it happens during a Libra moon. So we've got that energy already of partnership and collaboration, kind of setting the tone for how those themes are going to show up in our lives. In other words, yes, they will show up in the context of relationships. So themes of communication, of truth and sharing honestly, and accessing transformation through your ability to communicate more honestly, more truthfully, and from a place that is deeper within you, right? More powerful, and that brings transformation. Okay, so got off on that a little bit, but let's come back to 3 ways to build resilience during a Virgo moon, because as I've mentioned before, I love Virgo. I love Virgo moons. Virgo energy gets a bad rap, but it's really powerful energy. It is truly magical when you think about how we arrange details and make improvements to things to make them more perfect, to make them more beautiful, to optimize materials and how they work for us here on Earth. Okay, so 3 ways to do this, and 3 ways to use this Virgo moon energy to build resilience for yourself, and work with that Virgo energy, and make the most of it to launch you, right? Propel you forward on your own journey of creativity, manifestation, healing, and creating the life of your dreams, which is why we're here, right? Unshakable self-care, supporting yourself to be the very best you can be. Okay, so to work with this Virgo moon energy, I'm going to say that number one way to build resilience during a Virgo moon is don't be afraid to get hands-on. So something is happening, something is coming up. Roll up your sleeves, dive deep, take a look at it, take it apart, break it down. Focus, right? So thinking about what's in front of you, and really being willing to, even though Virgo likes cleanliness and Virgo likes things to be perfect, it's also a time to let things get messy as we get to that deeper place of improvement and perfection. So in other words, in order to clean things up, you have to get kind of messy for a while, right? Okay, so that could be getting, getting dirty by getting clean, by cleaning things. It could be getting hands-on in terms of rolling up your sleeves and saying, okay, I'm going to clean up these files on my computer, or piled up on my desk, or I'm going to scrub the walls, or whatever it is. Get hands-on, roll up your sleeves. Don't be afraid to get in it and do it. Okay, so that's number one. This is the time to do it, right? Not always are the stars in alignment to say, yeah, I mean, we don't have to feel guilty for not doing it all the time, but we can do it for sure when the moon is in Virgo, because everything is supporting us. Okay, and then number two, focus on what is in front of you. So coming back to that idea of focus, right? It's like, this is the time to give attention to those things that you don't normally have time for. Whether that is cleaning, or organizing your files, or fixing that carburetor, or whatever it is, home improvement projects, craft projects, cooking projects, focus on it, because it's typically going to be something that is going to improve the underlying experience, right? It's going to make your day-to-day experience better by giving attention to it now. In other words, fixing something, repairing something, cleaning something, making something better. Maybe it's proofreading and editing something you've written, and getting all those typos out of there. Whatever it is, right? It's not glamorous, but when you give yourself permission to be there and to focus and to put your time and attention, just turn my phone off, into it, you're making the most of this energy that is here to ride these waves of what you're being supported in. Okay, number three kind of goes with the others. Take the time to get it right. So this is the time, again, reconcile those bank statements, cleaning, fixing, repairing, building, putting energy, effort into maybe making food and freezing it for the week. It's really like, when we put the time and effort into things, it can make such a difference in the long run. And so again, that's why we proofread, right? That's maybe not the funnest part of writing, but it's so important to the user's experience, right? Whoever's going to read that writing and how it comes across to them. And so putting that extra time in to think about how it's coming across, whether it's really done in the best way it can be, whether there are mistakes that distract, etc. So getting it right. And this is where our internal critic, our inner perfectionist, has a role, right? A place. And some of us are better at that than others, which is fine. It may not be your biggest strength. And that's okay. You don't have to be a perfectionist, but this is the time to roll up your sleeves, put some effort into it, and take the time to do it in a way that is right for you. Again, we're not all proofreaders and, getting super attentive to details. That's fine, but do what's right for you. Pay attention in the right ways that are right for you, and that is going to support you. Think about how cleaning your space might be a profound act of self-care that gives you a clean space. Maybe you don't have to clean it again for another week or another month. And then especially if you do the deeper cleaning, right, it lasts longer and it supports you in feeling that sense of spaciousness, of support, of giving you less of a feeling that something is nagging at you because it hasn't been done yet. So freedom, spaciousness, that's the gift that we can give ourselves by taking some time around this Virgo moon to focus on things, get them right, fix them up, take care of the details, the behind the scenes, chop the wood, carry the water. Don't be afraid to get hands on, maybe do some gardening or work in your yard, some cooking, some work around your house, whatever it is that's going to support you in the long run. All right, there you go. 3 ways to build resilience during a Virgo moon. Just to recap, we had don't be afraid to get hands on, focus on what is in front of you, and 3, take the time to get it right. All right, there you go. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you if you have. Feel free to share these videos with anyone you think might be interested and to check back. I'm here every day sharing the current Astro vibe and the best way to support yourself with the astrology of unshakable self-care, using the energy of the moon and the planets to support us. So thank you so much for being here. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.